Sean Dyche has given his pre-match press conference ahead of Everton's game with Chelsea at Goodison Park this weekend. It is, of course, or will be, of course, the first game that Everton have played since the Friedkin Group completed their takeover of the football club yesterday. And unsurprisingly, the manager was asked whether or not he'd spoken to the Friedkin Group. This is what he had to say.
Just the simplicity, or not the simplicity, but the simple format moving forwards. Made it clear, other than the obvious challenge of all managers, winning games, they're fully supportive of me, the staff, the team, going forwards.
What have you said to him? What do you even want from the new owners now?
I haven't really said too much about what I want. They just was really asking questions about the feel of what I've learned, my time and the overall feeling of the club and some of my knowledge and the things I've learned, things that we can do going forwards. But most of the on-the-pitch stuff, he's kind of made it clear, they're supportive of that and they want to be. It's not about them, getting too involved with that side of things. Obviously, they've got the bigger picture of the club. As much kind of picking each other's brains and just a very casual conversation, nothing too heavy, but making it clear that the financial stability is very important to the club moving forwards and from their point of view. Understanding the recent years and how that's gone and correcting that, and also that there are still some kind of challenges with the PSR and things to get through. So there's a lot going on.
There you go. I mean, listen, it's a difficult question because what can Sean Dyche really say? You're not going to go into the ins and outs of things, is he? But he's had his first meeting with them, and he did. I mean, one of the interesting things he did say was he mentioned having to get results. So whether that came up in the conversation, but he's exactly right. Every manager is judged on results, so Everton have got to start winning games of football. Let's hope it begins this Sunday against Chelsea. Moving on to Chelsea, obviously they're doing fantastically well this season. If they win on Sunday, they go top briefly because Liverpool don't kick off till 4:30. Sean Dyche was asked whether or not he thought Chelsea are title contenders this season, and this is what he had to say.
Well, the manager's done a great job, in my opinion, so far. I think he seemingly made it clear from an outside view. I don't know about inside the camp, but you either get on board or you don't. But the ones on board are going to be the ones that take us forward. And he's created a team atmosphere, I think, and a dynamic which is working well for them. So we know that they've spent so much money over the years, but you still got to combine it. Like I say, there's no exact shortcut. It helps, of course, and combine it into an outfit that can be successful. And there's certainly signs of that. Our job is to stop them, concentrate on our own form. We've been solid at least. We know that we need to score more goals, but defensively we had a 6th clean sheet, and that's a pretty good figure at this stage, and particularly, with some of the challenges that we've had.
There you go. Listen, Chelsea have done brilliantly. Are they title contenders? Well, right now, of course, they are. They're in the race. They're Liverpool's closest rivals. Whether they can continue it throughout the season remains to be seen. Personally, think they could do with a goalkeeper who is their number one established goalkeeper. Robert Sanchez is a decent keeper, but is he good enough to win the league? I don't know. But what they have got is a collection of really good footballers. They can change that team without there being any real drop-off in quality in the main. That's showing that in the Europa Conference League, which they're walking as well. So, interesting season for Chelsea, but obviously, like I said before, if they win on Sunday, they go top, so they're clearly in the race. One bit of news coming out of Everton today, and that is that Dele has left the football club. Obviously, he's been non-contract anyway in the summer. He was there trying to get fit. Everton had said there could be the offer of a contract for him on the table. He's never been able to get himself in the position where he was considered for first-team football. He's given a statement today that he's now left the football club. He's expected to go and train with Como after Christmas with Cesc Fabregas to see whether he can get fit enough for them. This is what Sean Dyche had to say about Dele.
Yeah, I mean, the major point that we agreed as a collective really was to get him back to a good place, and I think he's there. He's just had so much misfortune with injuries, and niggly injuries that have carried on. I mean, you couldn't imagine it, the challenge he's had. So we wish him well, and I think that's the best we can do. He's been nothing but an ease for me to work with. The medical team worked tirelessly with him as he has as well, and onto a new challenge.
There you go. Good luck to Dele in his next adventure. Injuries ahead of the weekend. The manager has said that Dwight McNeil is touch and go, or 50-50 at the moment. Obviously, he missed the goalless draw at Arsenal last week with a knee injury, it is. He did confirm there's no James Garner or Tim Adebunam for the game. They still seem to be a few weeks away. He was asked whether or not they'd return this year. He said he wouldn't like to say. So that to me suggests it'll be early in 2025 when we get those two available for the squad again. And of course, Armando Broja isn't involved at the weekend due to the fact that the game is against his parent club. The referee has been confirmed for Sunday's game. It is Chris Kavanagh. He's the referee. The linesmen are Richard West and Tim Wood. Fourth official, Tom Bramall. The VAR is Graham Scott. And there's an assistant VAR who was called Scott Ledger. So there you go. That is your referee news up to date there. And finally, Everton striker Dominic Calvert-Lewin has been linked with a move to Fiorentina today. That is coming from Damasio, who say that the Italian club are tracking the Everton striker who was out of contract in the summer. Calvert-Lewin, who turns 28 in March, has played 15 Premier League games for Everton so far this season, scored twice. Other suitors for him are thought to be Milan. And there's also interest from Newcastle and Arsenal, apparently, as well as West Ham. Will she can sign a pre-contract with a club outside of the UK in January. If he's going to move to another Premier League club, he'd have to wait till his contract expires at the end of June. So there you go. You're up to date. Make sure you check out the match preview, Everton-Chelsea with me and Ped. Give that a watch. Check out Ped's starting 11 as well tomorrow when that one comes out. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all that. Have a great weekend. See you later.